Hello, second, third graders. We've got our project called the Laurel Burch Cat Project. Laurel Burch is an artist, and one of the things that she loves to draw is cats. So we're going to draw a cat in the same style that she draws her cats. So all you need to have for your project is your 9 by 12 plain white paper, a pencil, some colored pencils, and a black Sharpie marker. Now, like the fish head project, she has different sections drawn off in this handout that I gave you. So what I did with my 9 by 12 page, I went ahead and made the guidelines on my page. So it's basically dividing it in half, going long ways, and dividing it in half, going sideways. And what you do, since this is 9 inches wide, you would put a 4.5. You would measure it to 4.5. Let me show you. Here we go. So you would put your ruler on here, and you would mark it at 4.5 here. And then you would go up here on the other end and mark it at 4.5 up here. And then you can draw your line. Okay? You can do the same thing this way. This way it is 12 inches wide. So dividing 12 into 2, you would mark it at 6 inches here and 6 inches here, and then draw your line going this way. Okay? So if you want to, you may draw guidelines for your paper as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started. For the first step, it says start the head. And to me, that head looks like a flattened W. So it's really neat that we have these guidelines here. If you have yours, you could always have your parent help you make the guidelines. That might make it easier to draw the picture. So the one side goes right against this guideline right here. Okay, so I'm just going to start right up here. And I'm going to start drawing down. It goes towards this guideline. And then it curves down around like this. Okay? And then we've got another one over here. And it curves around like this. Okay? Now then, we're going to have these make a little curve, and they're going to meet in the middle here, right between there. Okay? Now, do remember to draw lightly, because, you know, if you're not happy with how you have it at first, you can always go back in and draw it again. Okay? So we're going to leave this like it is for now, and if I want to change it a little bit later, I can. Alright, so in the second step, it says add the ears, the eyes, and the nose. Okay, so off of these shoots here, what we're going to do, we're going to make our ears. So actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make this go in a little bit further there, to kind of match with this side. We're going to make a line going down this way, and a line going down this way, and then we're going to draw a line to make those little ends of those triangles connect. Okay, just like that. Then for the eyes, what we're going to do, I think what I'm going to do is draw the bottom line for the nose. I'm going to go up from here draw the bottom line for the nose. It's a little line kind of like this. And I'm going to make, it's kind of like part of a rectangle. The three sides of a rectangle. And then we're going to draw two almond shapes. Okay, so we're going to go from here to this side. Okay, so the kitty cat's going to have really big eyes. Okay, I think I got that one a little bit too big. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right, so we've got our eyes and our ears and our nose now. On number 3, it says add a little bit more details to your eyes, some whiskers, and some more details. Okay, so I see that up in the ears there are some details up there. So you can go ahead and draw some little partial triangles up in the ears. Okay, just like that. Just part of triangles. And then for the insides of your eyes, you're going to draw two little curves for each eye. Okay, here we go. And let me see. If you want to maybe use the end of your glue stick, you can do that. Put that right on top of there, and that would give you a nice little circle for your eye. What do you think about that? That works pretty nicely, doesn't it? I like that. Sometimes it's hard to draw a nice circle. There we go. So if you have your glue stick handy, you can use that if you want. And then we can draw two little circles, one on either eye, just like that. Okay? All right, then we're going to draw the little area underneath the mouth. And we're going to draw a line from the nose down, just like that. You got that? And you know what? I noticed that this side of the kitty cat's face is not quite the same as the other side. So I'm going to make this a little wider. There we go. That's a little bit better. And then we get to add whiskers to our cat. Okay, so she has 3 whiskers on each side. Okay, so here we go. And the whiskers kind of go off the side, goes into the other part of the other square here. So start right here and keep a continuous line and kind of curve it out that way. And then go down, curve it out that way. Another one, curve it out that way. Now we're going to use the same distance and we're going to curve it out this way. And curve it out that way. And do another one. All right, there we go. Now we're going to start the back. Okay? Now this is going to be a nice big curve. It looks like it starts just above the eye. Oh, you know what? Let's do these other 2 little details underneath the eyes before we do that. So it has 2 more little lines that are underneath the eyes. I didn't notice those before. There we go. Okay. Now we can start right above the eye here, and we're going to draw a curve. Let's kind of mark that. We're going to draw a curve down to about here. Okay? So I'm going to turn my page, and I'm going to kind of pencil back and forth here. Okay, so I think I've got about the right distance here. So I'm going to make a curve here to that point there. Okay, the next curve that we're going to do is going to be from here, and then it's going to curve around and meet up here. Okay, so we got to remember that it curves down and then goes up. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to do my curve down first. There we go. And then I'm going to try to make this a continuous curve here. And I'm going to meet it right here. All right, how'd you do? That was maybe a trickier part of it. And then it's going to come up, it's going to pass this line here just a little bit, okay? All right, so you got that little last bit. All right, now it asks us on number 5 to add the front legs. So what we're going to have to do first is to go down from this area about here, and we're just going to draw a very slightly curved. It's almost a straight line, but not quite. It doesn't have to be straight. So I'm just going to sketch it in here. I may want to be a little different, but I'm just going to sketch it in real light. Now, where this ends should be around the same area where the kitty cat is sitting. So if I use my ruler, I know I want it to go down to about there. Okay? So I want it to go down to about this area right there. Alright, so we've got the one leg right here. And we're going to make a little upside down V. That needs to be wider than that. So let's make that a little wider. Alright, now we can do our upside down V. And we're going to do that down to about the same area here. And we're going to have this come down to it. Alright. As long as you're working lightly with your pencil, you can go back in and fix whatever places that you think need to be fixed. Okay? Alright, so does your kitty cat look a little bit like that? If it doesn't, that's okay. Are you trying your best, though? That is the question. As long as you're trying your best. Let's try your best. And you know what? If you need help from your mom or your dad, go ahead and get some help. It's okay. On number 6, it says start the inside of the tail. Ooh. So we're going to do like almost kind of part of an S. Okay? So an S goes like this, right? Well, we're going to do the opposite. We're going to go like this. Okay? So we're going to do something like this instead. So it's going to be almost like a question mark. It does look like a question mark, doesn't it? So we're going to start up here. We're going to make the top part of the question mark around here, and then it's going to swoop over here, and it's going to connect with this point right here. Okay? So let's start this. We're going to make that question mark shape, and we're going to continue over here. And we're going to try our best to meet that right there. What do you think? That's not too bad. Now, it says on number 7 to finish the tail. Alright, so how do we finish the tail? It looks to me that we need to make a little curve right here. So go ahead and make your little curve right there. That's going to be the very tip of the kitty cat's tail. And then we're going to follow along the tail right around here. And it's going to end right around here. Okay? So I'm going to put a little dot right there because that's where I want it to end. So here we go. Let's make the tip a little bit wider so he can have a fat tail. Here we go. So we're gonna just follow along, make those marks light, because we're gonna go back in. We can go back in with a Sharpie and make it darker. Okay. And we're gonna color him too. It'll be so pretty. Just take your time. There we go. How are you doing on your cat? I hope you're enjoying this little project and you're not getting too frustrated. If you get frustrated, just kind of let it sit for a little while and then come back to it. It'll be okay. All right. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Let's make that a little bit. There we go. All right. Okay, very good. I like that. Now, and it says add front claws. So she's got 3 little lines. So we're going to put 1, 2, 3. 1 in the middle and 1 on either side. How about that? That looks pretty good. Now, the last thing is to finish with your favorite pattern. She uses triangles on hers. I was looking at some different cats that she had drawn. Some of them had flowers on them, so if you like flowers, you could do that. She uses circles and she uses triangles a lot. But if you like squares, you could use squares. If you know how to draw hearts really well, you could always draw a heart. She also had wavy lines. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to draw a bunch of wavy lines on the kitty cat's body. So I'm going to be curious as to what you guys are going to be drawing on yours. Let's see. The thickness of my wavy lines is going to be a little different. That's okay. Some are going to be thick and thin. What kind of shapes are you using? And have you thought about what kind of colors you're going to use? I'm excited to see what you do. Make sure you have your mom or your dad send me a picture of yours. I bet you can probably guess what kind of colors I'm going to use on mine. Do you remember on some of the videos I've said that my favorite color is pink? I bet I use a lot of pinks and purples on this guy. Although I might surprise you. Alright, I think I'm going to leave that right just like that. Now on the tail, I think she's just going to have a solid color tail. Alright, I'm going to leave it like that. That doesn't look too bad. I am excited to see what you do on yours. And what I'm going to do, instead of posting a finished picture on my video, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send you a picture in an email. Make sure you have your mom or your dad let you look at what I did. Okay? Well, I hope you have a wonderful day, and it sure has been interesting making these videos for you guys. I can't wait to see what you have done, and I can't wait to see you guys again. All right, I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.